So again, correspondence game, you have up to 3 days to make your move. And it's not a substitute for over-the-board chess. Okay, this is a little slow for against a King's Indian. It's playable, but you know, the game is essentially even. You know, normally this pawn would be here, but we're not there. Okay, I think a little premature on this. It just hands b4 to black. Let's see. You know, but you know, this belonged here. You know, white doesn't really have much going here, so you know, black's looking fine. You know, white's not challenging black at all. Now maybe he's trying to get rid of his bad bishop. You know, trying to make some exchanges. Leave black with his bad bishop. Of course, white hasn't done himself any favors with this bishop. He has to shut in behind pawns. Okay, so now threatening to double up pawns. Now maybe he's going to try this. Of course, black could play f5 if he does. Okay, attacks it. Now one crazy looking move is this, but this leaves white's king side a little weak. Bishop d3 is playable, threatens to win a pawn, and although it could lead to some danger for this queen, let me show you. I have to burn a move for black. Okay, where are you going to put that queen? You know, the queen's in trouble. The only safe square is here, and now we have discoveries to watch out for. I mean, this one certainly looks reasonable. It seems to win the exchange. Okay, so he played here. So, you know, the game seems even. Now this rook is looking a little silly. What's it doing up there? Okay, just now black's found a way to get rid of his bad bishop, but in doing so he's made this a bad bishop. Here comes black's attack. So black is massing his pieces over on the king side, and whites are on the queen side. You know, this king could be in a little bit of trouble here. This is coming. There it is. Now the G file is open. I got control of this square for now. Okay, so now black has some attacking chances with this, followed by this. Oh, he found a deflection move. Okay, how long was that there? Oh, he can't do it until this pawn's gone. Okay. Now he traded. Now he did the deflection. Okay, so black has won a pawn. Or the exchange. Hello, G2. Pass pawns are dangerous. Okay, black's just up the exchange, and he has a pass pawn which is crushing. Let's see, I guess he's trying for something with this, but I don't think that's enough. E2 looks deadly. Yeah. Now you dropped a rook. Now you're down the exchange and a rook. Ugh.
Check.
H5 looks strong, or H4 looks strong. Yep. Now I just plant the rook down here, and white's in a mating net. Well, not yet. But white's going to get zugzwanged here. Okay, let's just play this move. Okay. I don't know what he played. Let's see. Rook here. If you move the knight anywhere,
checkmate.
It's checkmate. So the knight can't move. The pawn can't move. The pawn can't move. The king can't move. You're left with that, and after this, zugzwang. It's mate next.
Check.
So he went that way. Okay. This wins too, but white plays on a while. He could have played on. He didn't play till mate. But why do I see these things? Now, why do I see these things that this move forces a mate because it puts white in zugzwang? So that's a good question. Why do I see it? The next question is, did you see it? Now, if you saw it, good for you. If you didn't see it, why didn't you see it? You say, well, you're higher rated than I am. That's why I didn't see it. Well, we're going to teach you how to see these things. See, here's my thought process. What was I saying back here? I say, white's getting in a mating net. Now, why do I say that? Because this king has no way out. He's stuck. Okay? Now, if white advances his g-pawn, we have mate right away.
Checkmate.
In two different ways.
Checkmate.
So, it's just something I know. If you don't know this, you see the position, you get familiar with it. There are positions where black can have a knight on the square and deliver a mate over here. You don't need the rook. You don't need the rook battery. Okay, you can do it with a knight and a rook. So this threatens mate in what? Is this the position we had? I think it was. Let's see. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so he kicked, and he came there to stop the mate. So he's also attacking the rook, right? So, this says to the knight, you can't move, because if you do, I'm going to mate you. See, I'm keeping the mate threat alive. Now all we have to do is get rid of that knight. Now that's not the easiest thing in the world to do, because, if you take the knight with your pawn, the king gets out. But if you really stop and think about it, like I did, what can we see here? The knight is guarding h1. It's stopping the mate. The moment that knight moves anywhere, game over, checkmate. So, as I was explaining already, the king can't move, illegal. The pawns are both blocked, illegal. These pawns are blocked, illegal. White has, what, 7 legal moves here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we already agreed any knight move gets him mated. Well, except for one. Now here's an idea. Watch this. Now. Oh no, it's not stalemate. You can move the pawn again.
Checkmate.
You get the checkmate. So white would have had to have moved his. White is going to have to move this pawn or it's mate. Now, what if he puts the knight there? Whoops. What if he puts the knight there one move earlier? Now, it's important to take with the rook on g1. If you take with the rook here, there's no more mate here because you drop your rook on g1. So you have to take here. Now, the king has no legal move, and any pawn move ends in mate.
Checkmate.
So, it's not going to be a stalemate. It's not a stalemate. If there was a black knight here, then it would be stalemate. Okay, but it isn't. Anyway, Well, let's do it this way. Hang on. I gotta get a console here. Let's see. So rook, where was it? Rook. Knight takes b3. So back to move 23. Be back 33. Go back 33 here. Okay, here's where White played. Here's where White played Queen c3, which ended up costing him when he lost protection of the rook. So you see here, black is winning. So here Black is winning. Here Black is winning. So this apparently is the critical error. It's funny how this rook was on a3 and I said it didn't belong there. Well, I guess it did belong there to guard the b pawn. So instead of, but White's game isn't that easy. If you play to protect this, this move is dangerous. There's a mate threat that you have to deal with. I don't think this is enough. I think h5 comes in and no, he can come back here. Let's see. I don't know, but then we get this. Black's attack is alive and kicking. So let's go forward again. See, now he just takes here. So Queen c3 kind of allowed this. It's a dangerous position for White. Here we're still going to do this, and if we take this way,
check.
There's a check, and this is getting very dangerous here. Let's see. Rook here with the idea of rook here. How does White deal with that? You're going to need some protection on g1, but you'd also need protection on g2. Well, now you don't need protection on g2, but where does this bishop go? Yikes! Oh my God! Anyway, so White's under some pressure here. I think it comes back to his choice of e3 in the opening. It's just not a good move. You can play it over the board and get away with it, but you're playing correspondence chess. Okay, let's see. Here you can look everything up. Okay, you don't have to play this. Oops. So you don't, you can, it's correspondence chess. You can look everything up and play this. Okay, so that closes that out. Thanks for your patience, Hozer.